今晚咧人少少，咁我哋今晚咧好高興咧，又翻嚟呢個1小時編程教室啦。咁今晚咧我哋有Joseph 喎，又會繼續講翻佢一個好得意嘅一個小遊戲啦。咁我哋咧就上堂咧，其實就未做完嘅嚇。咁大家如果有印象咧，上次咧嗰個水果雨咧，啲生果跌落嚟咧，都有好多好多巧妙嘅喎嚇。咁今晚咧我哋咧就會聽一聽Joseph 咧就繼續做埋上次個 project，包括嗰啲紅心點樣會少咗啦，包括個蘋果點樣跌落嚟啦，同埋有時你會捉到炸彈嘅喎。咁樣上次你有印象記得咧，佢咧就講解啲水果咧跌咗條紅線咧就會消失咗啦。嗰個碗咧點樣樣係去捉住啲生果啦。另外咧有個位好特別咧，就係佢就會講解嗰幾個掣到底點樣用嘅，包括可能做個遊戲嘅簡介啊。如果大家想做出個遊戲咧，俾多啲人用咧，咁其實呢個介紹嗰版咧係必須要嘅。咁我哋不如留心聽一聽Joseph 今晚嘅講解啦。咁今晚係佢第2次嘅做小老師，咁我哋俾啲時間 Joseph 咁主動咯喎。OK，唔該晒。
Okay, so last time we stopped at finishing these 2 brooms, you remember. But let me recap what we have done last time. So basically, we made this bowl follow a mouse pointer. And then we made these apple drops here. And we made a couple of sounds if the ball touches the line. I mean, if the apple touches the line and if the apple touches the ball. And for the bomb, we did the exact same code. And we also have done the heart last time, which is a bit complicated. So let me explain again. So in the apple, when it is touching the line, which is here, if it's touching the line, then we're going to play sound basketball bounce, it's a sound. And then we broadcast it lose life. Then we set it the ghost effect to 100, which means we can't see it anymore. Then we go to a random position. Then we set Y back to 179, which means if it goes to a random position, it might be here, it might be here, it might be here, and also might be there. Then we're going to set it to 179, which is up here. So if the apple went to the random position here, it would end up here. Then we want to set ghost effect back to 0 so that we could see it again. Then in this forever loop, we've got this change Y by -3 thing so that it drops by -3 in the Y axis. So in this touching line, we broadcast loose life. And then here, when I receive loose life, we go to the next costume, since every next costume after the costume before has 1 less heart. So this one got 10 hearts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this one got 9 hearts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And so on. This got 8 hearts, 7, 6, 5, and so on. So that's why we put this next costume there. So that each time it loses a heart. So now, in the forever loop, to loop there's no more hearts. So we tell the program to do that in this if-then statement. If the costume number equals 11, which is the one that doesn't have any hearts anymore, the costume number, as you can see, it is up there at the top left corner. So that is the costume number 11, which has no hearts. We want it to broadcast lost. So we tell the program that we lost to show this one, When I receive lost, we're going to show ourselves. The same for this one. When I receive lost, we're going to show it and do this effect. This ghost effect thing. Same for the menu. Done this ghost effect thing. So this is basically what we have done last time. Yeah, so let's continue. So last time we finished off here, which broadcast go to menu, which in this backdrop has this code, which is when I receive go to menu, switch backdrop to wall 1, which means we're switching the backdrop to this wall 1. As you can see, the costume name is there, wall 1. Okay, so switch backdrop to wall 1, then we broadcast the irradiate menu so that these two brooms come out. So here, when I receive irradiate menu, we are going to show ourselves there. So when we press the menu, last time we already coded these two, which will make them show. And when we receive play, it hides this one, the play one, but we'll have to do the same to the how to play one. So what we have done here is when I receive restart, which we have broadcasted doing here. We want to hide when the game starts again, so we have to hide it. Same for this one. When I receive restart, we want it to hide so that we can't see it. So now, if you can do this and you understand this, please type a 1 in the chat.
You want it all automated. Right, now let's check the boiler.
I'm going to wait for maybe 30 seconds or so that people can catch up. Yeah. The code. Okay, so let's continue. Now, when we press this how to play button, we want it to go to a page that tells you how to play. So in this backdrop, I've got this code here, which is when I receive go to how to play, we're going to switch our backdrop to Blue Sky 2. Why Blue Sky 2? Is because this costume name is called Blue Sky 2, which has all the description of the game. So when this how to play broomstick is clicked, we want it to show this thing, because when I receive go to how to play, which this thing broadcasted, I'm gonna switch our backdrop to Blue Sky 2. So, but we don't want these two brooms in the way, so we would want it to hide, same as when the game restarts. So we're gonna duplicate this. To do that, we need to right click on the when I receive block, then there'll be a couple of options, and you have to select duplicate. So you'll find that something's following a mouse pointer. Just click on it, and then it will stop. When I receive, go to how to play, want it to hide. And same for the play broom. We want to duplicate this. And then when I receive, go to how to play, we would hide it. So let's try it. Press this how to play broom, and it hides. It's like magic, isn't it? Okay, so once we come into this page, there's no way to play it except clicking the flag. So I've got a button here called the play button, button 5, the sprite name is. So basically we want it to show when this page shows. So it's like the continue button, but we don't want it to show when it's lost. So we're gonna basically do the same to this button. So that is when flag clicked. When the flag is clicked, we want this to hide because we don't want it to pop up when we start playing it. So when flag clicked, we're gonna hide this sprite, this play sprite, and then same as this one. When I receive restart, we also want it to hide. So
Sorry to interrupt, Joseph. Can you send out the link again? Some student is asking for the project link. So thank you, Kingsley. Yeah, please continue.
Okay, so
sorry, the
okay.
link is seems
Thank you.
not working.
Thanks, Kingsley.
I think
So-
the link is not working. Maybe you need to try the link again. Yeah. So maybe we need to try the link again. Is it working, the link?
Okay, so if you
Joseph, have you shared the link? Actually, you haven't shared the project, right? Yeah, you haven't shared yet.
Oh,
So people can't see it because it's not shared.
okay, sorry. Okay, so let's go back to what we've done just now. Is basically we hide it when I receive go to how to play, and same for this one. I'm gonna share this link again to make it easier. So that you can see what I've done. So now when I receive restart, we want it to hide. Because we want to do the near same thing as the continue button. And then when I receive our ready menu, we also want to hide. Yep, when I receive our ready menu, we want to hide. So now this is the more complicated bit, is when I receive restart, when I receive go to how to play, want to do this thing again. So I'm gonna explain it while I do this. Okay. So now when I receive go to how to play, we want this to show instead of hide anymore. We want to see it. So when I receive go to how to play, we're going to show it. Then we want to go to this position so that it doesn't fly around. So go to this position, and same as this one, we want it to do this stuff, the effect. So first we need, let's drag all the blocks out first. Forever loop, if else statement, if then statement. We need a set ghost effect block. We need 2 of them actually. And then we also need a mouse down and also a broadcast signal block. So now I'm going to give you guys a few seconds to drag all these blocks out. So we need a forever loop, we need a if else statement, we need an if then statement. You can find all these 3 blocks in the control bit, all these 3 blocks, and then these 2 purple set ghost effect to 0 blocks. You can find it in the looks, and the mouse down you can find it in the sensing column, and at last you can find the broadcast signal one in the events. Okay, so after you have dragged all these blocks out, you want it to put them together, but how? First, now imagine that this play button will its ghost effect will set to 30 if our mouse pointer's on it, like this one. So do the effect like that, and we want it to do the same thing to the play button. So forever, so that means no matter what time it is, forever. We want the if else statement, so if we're touching the mouse pointer, that means if the mouse pointer is on it, or if the mouse pointer is on it, then we want to set the ghost effect to 30, which means it will fade out a little bit, like that. But now if we do that, it won't go back to the normal position. So in order to do that, we need to set else. We need to set our ghost effect to 0. The else means that, or if we're not touching the mouse pointer, then we'll set the ghost effect to 0, which means you can see it again. So it works properly now. Next thing is set if then statement. So now if we are touching it, and if our mouse is down, we want to broadcast restart, because play means we want the game to restart again. Okay, so why can't we put it down here? Well, this is because, or else if I click here, it will just restart, because it is not checking if our mouse is on it. So basically, if we put it there, if I click there, it will start. I'll click wherever I want to, it will just start. Okay, so let me go back to the backdrop there. There we go. So now we want this up here so that only if the mouse pointer is on it, it'll work. So if we click there, it won't work. Only if a mouse pointer is on it, it will work. Okay, so if you can do this play button and you understand why it works, please type a 2 in the chat. Thank you. I'm gonna give you 30 seconds more to people that still can't finish to follow up. Okay, good. So now I am gonna continue. So not last thing, but the last sprite we're gonna do today is the countdown sprite. Okay, so at the bottom you will find this sprite next to the play sprite. You click on it, then you'll see nothing in it. You should. Okay, so now we wanted to code this to make it go like 3, 2, 1 in the middle of the screen when the game is playing. Okay, so let's go to costumes and see what costumes are there. There's this costume 1, which says the 3, costume 2, which says the 2, and costume 3, which says the 1, and costume 4, which says the 0. So we want the sequence to be like this: 3, 2, 1, go, or 0. If you want to add one more, you can change this to go, but it depends. But let's stay like this for now. So 3, 2, 1, 0. So in the code, but the computer doesn't know how to do the 3, 2, 1, 0, so we have to tell it how to do it. So first we need to go to the events, and when the flag is clicked, we want it to show, which means it can show itself. Then the motion, we want it to go to this x36, y28, which is about there. Then we want it to do the countdown. So we are going to go, then we're gonna go to then we're gonna wait for 1 second. Then we're gonna switch our costume to the 3 costume, which is costume 1. So we're gonna switch costume to costume 1. Then we're gonna wait 1 more second. And the next costume, which is here, the next costume after the costume before is a number smaller. So go from 3 to 2 to 1 and to 0. We want that to repeat. So I'm gonna duplicate this and duplicate this. So we've got 4 of these. so that it starts on the 3, the next costume, and the next costume. We don't need 4 actually, we just need 3. Okay, so now then we want to broadcast a new message. Okay, so let's call it maybe can start moving. Actually no. Because now it doesn't matter whatever it does. It just starts without the countdown ending to 0. So to do that, we need to slip this broadcasting signal at the start. Then we want to broadcast new message, which is countdown, so that the things in the background doesn't move, like the apple doesn't move, the bomb doesn't fall. So we want to go back to the bowl and say that when I receive countdown, we don't want it to move. So that means when I receive here countdown, we want it to stop while the script and sprite. What does stop while the script and sprite mean? That means we want to stop this script, and this script, but not this script because it says other scripts and sprite. Same for the apple. Put 2 events. When I receive countdown, we want to stop other scripts and sprite. Okay. Same for the bomb. When I receive countdown, stop other scripts and sprite. Okay. So now let's go back to this countdown sprite. So at the bottom we need a broadcasting signal again. Then we need to broadcast another message because it's the end of the countdown, so that the fruits can start moving. So let's broadcast another message called can start moving, maybe. Can start moving. So now let's go back to the bowl. So when I receive can start moving, I want to do the exact same thing. So let's do this. Just duplicate it. Same for the apple. Duplicate the whole thing. When I receive can start moving, do this bunch of script. Same for the bomb. Duplicate it. When I receive can start moving, do this bunch of script. Okay. So now let's test it out. 3, 2, 1, stop. Good. Okay, but it doesn't hide, seems like. Okay. Good. So now the next thing we need to do is make it hide. So when I receive can start moving, want it to hide. And same for the restart, we need to do this again. Basically just duplicate this. It'll, when I receive, restart. We want this to happen. Okay, good. And then now let's test it out. 2, wait. One, 3, 1, 3. What does that happen? Okay, let's see. There shouldn't be a problem. Costume 1, was a 3. Let's take this away. There is a problem here. So let's see. This away. When flag clicked, broadcast countdown show. Go to switch costume to costume 1. Wait 1 second. Next costume. Okay, let's try another idea. Switch costume to costume 2. Then this. Oops. Then we want it to switch the costume to costume 3. Then we want it to switch the costume to costume 4. Let's try this one. Why doesn't it go to costume 2? Let's see. That's a 3. Let's try take away. Let's put a show here. Try. I don't know why it doesn't show the 2. Let's try like this. To show right on top. Let's drag this way. 2. Okay. Then we need to put this back up. When I receive, can start moving. To hide. Let's try this. There is a problem here. Let's see. So, there is nothing wrong here. Neither here. And neither here. Just doesn't show. Okay. Okay, let's try without this one. It works. It's just that one. Okay, let's see. Again, when I receive, restart, let's try. When I hide. Just doesn't work. There. Let's see. Let's go back to the start. When I receive, just don't do this. Neither this. Just need to cancel. Leaving now. There is a bug here. Okay. Now. That's weird. Okay. So while I fix this bug, does anyone want to share the screen and show me if theirs work?
我建議其他同學仔可以分享下大家做到邊啦，咁啊趁阿 Joseph 喺度 fix 緊個 bug 嘅時間，咁好正常嘅，有 bug 係啦。不過我哋睇睇個 bug 係啲咩好嘛？大家一齊睇睇。有同學仔話太快喎，我見到係啦，咁我哋可以再 tune 翻慢少少，咁睇下大家可唔可以跟到下 ？OK。咁樣冇同學仔 share 唔緊要嘅，咁我哋不如等下。係啦，我開翻個咪，大家可以開咪分享下意見啦，都 OK 噶。
Let's see. Does anyone know how to fix this bug?
我哋一齊睇睇個 bug 係啲咩？我哋一齊睇睇咁樣樣。係啦，我哋研究下個 bug 係啲咩？係啦。
This just doesn't show. It's getting worse and worse every time I try it.
嗱，我哋還原基本步啊！我哋睇睇到底你想做啲咩，好冇？咁我哋睇睇你段曲點可以減，
Okay.
好冇？
Okay. What do you mean by 還原基本步?
I mean, so what do you want to achieve? So why don't we slow down and take a look at what you want to achieve?
I want to make this to count down like 3, 2, 1, then hide.
Okay, so this is your spike 1, okay, and then okay, so
What is happening?
佢好似唔識得倒數咯。而家我哋睇下到底點解要唔倒數係啦，我哋睇睇。
唔識得倒數。
而家咪倒數到。
之後我而家試下加個 when I receive。之後而家試下 hide，之後就唔會 work。誒，得啦，終於。
Okay, let's continue. Okay, so but please explain how you achieve this, and then other student can follow. Okay, let's.
Okay, so just now I just deleted the code and then just put it back. So that is I don't know why I fixed it, but I just put this code. I just I threw away this bunch of code and just did it again, and it works. Okay, so now, if you can do this, please type a 3 in the chat.
好啦，嗱，咁我呢度我幫手做少少講解啦，make sure 大家都跟到亦都明㗎啦嚇。咁我見到阿 Jerry 做到啦。咁你一開始咧就撳咗紅，即係呢個旗仔啦，或者我攞支幼啲嘅筆先。OK，好啦，嗱咁大家留意啊，開始綠色旗仔，咁佢咧就會叫大家開始 count down 啦。咁佢咧就會喺中間嘅某一個位置出現咗咯喎。OK。咁跟住咧，佢咧最開始嗰個咧就應該係3，係嘛？3解第一秒鐘出個2，出個1，出個0，啱唔啱啊？跟住最後尾，跟住佢會點啊？佢就匿埋咗啦。咁所以咧呢個位咧，可能我估計佢會去叫佢啦，同埋應該仲會去多一個地方嘅，應該嚇，如此類推嚇。咁所以咧，大家就會明白呢度個 sequence 係做緊啲咩咯，係嘛？好唔好啊？咁我諗大家最重要就要 follow Josie 為我哋示範到底段曲點樣寫啦，大家要明點解啦，同埋大家應該去諗一諗，我哋點樣可以再做得簡化啲，或者做得比Josie 更好啦，係嘛？咁我諗呢啲都係大家需要去諗啊。咁睇完呢段曲，大家明晒咧，咁咧就隔離嗰段我哋都諗辦法睇下明唔明啦嘛。咁好重要啊，每一段曲咧應該都係有意思嘅，如果唔係就唔需要擺喺度。咁所以同學仔咧就要諗辦法去明到底Joseph 寫啲咩啊？咁希望大家咧透過1個鐘頭嘅夜晚嘅講解咧，就會去欣賞到唔同同學仔做緊乜啦。咁呢度我都見到Joseph呢2段曲咧，其實都好長啊。咁所以可能我即刻會問啊，望落都好似好似樣喎。所以我哋應該諗一諗有啲咩方法可唔可以省卻咗，或者會唔會有啲地方重複咗嘅咧？咁我哋諗諗有啲咩方法可以簡化段曲，呢個都係必須要做嘅。好啦，留意翻時間，咁我哋仲有15分鐘到嘅，唔該。我當時講得好好嘅，我哋俾啲支持佢。我哋如果大家覺得今晚學得好開心嘅咧，喺個 chat room 嗰度打多謝啊，或者 whatever 啊，我哋多謝阿 Joseph 咁落力為我哋分享，多謝 Joseph 啊。
Okay, so now I want to teach you how to make more fruits at last, if I have time, which I have. So now I'm going to teach you how to add more fruits. For example, a banana, a watermelon, orange, and so on. So in order to do that, we need to first duplicate this sprite here. It will appear down at the bottom. Then just simply go to the costumes, click this little cat here, click on it, and then search orange maybe. Yep. Click this orange and then just simply delete the apple. So now you need to duplicate the orange and then you need to select another fruit, maybe watermelon. Yep, they do have watermelon. And delete the orange. And then let's duplicate the watermelon and choose another costume. Let's try a banana. See, do they have? Yes, they do have a banana. And you delete the watermelon. So now, let's try it out. This will be the final of this game. 2, 1, 0. It does the countdown. Okay, good. Now, I found out something about the bomb. It doesn't make a sound. Okay, these are not the right sounds, so let me throw away the sounds. Take these sounds away. Let me change them. Because the sounds, and there should be this one. Yeah. Touching ball. I need to put it in. This is a kind of a fail sound. Play sound big ball until it's done. We don't want the sound of it touching the line. So now, let's see now. 3, 2, 1, it does the countdown. The heart also doesn't go back to the full one. Okay, Okay, we also need to do this to the hearts, which is one flag clicked. Okay, let's see. Okay, now it goes back to the 10 hearts. Makes that bomb sound. Touches the line, makes another sound. Okay, it makes sound. Shows the end screen. Oops. It doesn't stop, doesn't it? Okay, so when I receive lost, we just need to stop ourselves. That's we also need to stop ourselves. Same for the bottom ones. When I receive lost, we want to stop ourselves. When I receive lost, you want to stop yourself. Same for the banana. Oh, oops, sorry. Now it should work. Let's try. 2, 1. That's the countdown. The bottom. Hit the bottom. Okay, cool. It stops. Now this ball following us is a bit cool. So let's just press to continue. Why is the bomb doing that thing? Okay. Well, I haven't done this. I'm gonna receive countdown. Okay, so now last thing today is I want to make this score counter. So first, when flags when I receive restart, we want to set. I already made the variable for you, so you don't have to make it again. So we want to set the score to 0. That's a bit weird, that score. And then every time it touches the ball, I'm gonna change the score. That's a typo, I think, by 1. But for the bomb, we don't have to do that because if we're touching the bomb, we don't want the score to increase. So now here we want to change score by 1 if it's touching the ball. So not this one. With this one as well. Change score by 1. And for this one as well. Change score by 1. Same to the one next to it. Change score by 1 so that the score changes by 1 every time it touches the ball. Same for this one. Change score by 1. Same for this one. It's a bit boring. So I'm just gonna not keep on saying it. So change score. So let's see. Okay. Set score to 0. Okay. When flag clicked, we need to put this in there. because when the flag is clicked, we want it to set score 0. 2, 1. There we go. Cool. Same as when restarts, we also want the score to set to 0. Okay, so now, if you can complete this full game and it works and you understand how this game works, please type 4 in the chat. 4 in the chat. Okay, so now we've got 8 minutes left to go in this lesson. So if you want, you could share your screen and so that we could see what you have done throughout these 2 lessons. Please type a yes in the chat if you want to share your screen.
咁我亦都建議咧，今晚可能可以早少少完，我建議留翻3、4分鐘，咁啊 Joseph 可以做少少分享，睇睇佢講完2堂之後嘅感受啊咁樣，我都想有少少時間可能講兩句嚇，唔該晒 Joseph，我哋今晚呢個 lesson 3分鐘完 ，OK 唔該。
OK， 咁我教完呢2堂，我覺得好開心，因為我可以教到人，同埋我可以令到人哋學到嘢。
好嗱，咁我諗大家都見到啦，咁啊，我諗大家都或者調翻嚟，我問下 Joseph 你嘅感受，你一路都寫曲啦，同你今次為咗呢個課堂要準備去同其他同學仔分享啦咁樣樣，你覺得最大嘅分別係啲咩咧阿 Miranda 恭喜阿 Joseph， 你覺得最大分別係啲咩咧？
我覺得
9歲嘅啫，我冇記錯嘛，都係9歲，好後生啊，係啊，小朋友。
我覺得最難咧就係要記住晒呢段曲。而家你要即係講到俾人哋明，你係講緊啲咩啦
？Good 咁呢個的而且確係困難嘅，即係因為你要掌握個時間啦。或者你自己屋企可能未上堂之前，咪都對住部電腦都練習咗幾次啊？係啊。非常好 ，good job。嗱，咁我建議咧，同學仔可能花少時間。我想阿 Joseph 去翻頭先嗰個321嗰段曲啊。咁我哋咧我最中意將啲曲嘅變化，我哋又去翻嗰度做少少功夫啊。嗱，我哋一齊摸嗰個 Spriteling 嗰個曲。嗱，咁我建議咧，其實因為你嗰度其實都係321噶嘛，係咪？其實咧，你會唔會去嗰個碌嗰度咧，可以 switch costume 咧，可以揀 next costume 咧？咩啊？我講一次，你呢段，你呢度可唔可以變成一個 for loop 4次或者 loop 3次啦？咁你咧你就揀嗰個 next costume， 咁你咪唔使轉咯，明唔明意思啊？咁你譬如你呢個位，你咪可以有個 for loop 4次，咁呢段曲咪簡單好多咯，明我意思啊？
我上次就係試過咁樣，不過咧佢會真係會係咁 restart 咯。係咪會一路？所以我就要做呢件事。
唔係，你直情係一個 for loop， 你去翻 control 呢度 loop 4次，咁你咪乜都唔。一個
forever loop next costume 啊。
唔係，你應該係個 for loop 嗰度 loop 4次㗎嘛，係咪啊？咁你段曲咪簡單好多咯，係咪我意思？即係你去翻 control 嗰度，係啦，你 repeat 啦 ，repeat 4次啦，得唔得 ？repeat 4次，咁你咪可能係啦，咁跟住將你段曲再簡化啲，係啦，跟住將可能係啦，應該係咪可以做到你要做嘅效果啦？大家可能係啦，啱啦。我理解下係咪咁樣會 work 咧？
好啊，唔該 Dr. Ray。
係啦，anyway 嗱，咁我諗大家會見到咧，其實好多地方咧，我哋都係一路見到同學仔一路唔同做法。咁但係咧，阿 Joseph 咧已經好落力咧，就一路去 improve 呢啲唔同嘅曲。咁但係咧，我哋亦都一路慢慢進步啊，係啦。咁我哋見到咧，其實一路慢慢做，越做越咁，同埋呢個水果嘅遊戲咧，其實好有趣嘅。咁我相信咧，大家咧都會唔想停落嚟噶啦。當你掌握咗呢個曲嘅理解，見唔見到啊？嗱，3、2、1、0做到個效果啦。咁所以咧，其實呢啲咧都係一啲唔同嘅變化。我哋咧好高興啊！今日Joseph 咧做得咁好啊！咁我哋不如俾個 take home exercise 其他同學仔啊，大家咧就攞翻阿 Joseph 呢條 link。咁今晚呢個片咧，我哋錄影咗嘅，咁咧就會之後喺翻我哋嘅 YouTube channel 見得翻。咁我哋亦都期待阿 Joseph 咧，好快咧又會再安排佢新嘅一節課堂。咁亦都有Kingsley 啦。亦都有Rosaline 啦，咁我哋希望咧即係以後咧呢個主持人咧就唔係我啦，遲啲咧個主持人可能係 Kingsley 或者 Joseph 啦，過多幾年佢哋就讀中學噶啦，咁所以咧我哋希望其他更加多嘅家長咧支持佢哋，係啦，咁好冇？咁今晚嘅課堂咧就去到呢度啦，大家有冇其他問題想問咧？如果冇嘅話咧，咁我咧就預告篇啦，我哋睇睇我哋嚟緊係邊一日嘅課堂啊？等我望下先。咁我攞一攞啊 Joseph 個 screen。係啦，好啊，唔該晒。咁大家記住咯，嚟緊嘅課堂咧就係因為我而家咧都仲喺 office 做緊嘢，一路做嘢一路聽啊 Joseph 嘅課堂。咁嚟緊咧呢個海關呢一堂咧，應該就會疫情嘅關係咧，就會暫時 postpone 嘅。咁大家記住啦，嚟緊今個禮拜日嘅朝早咧就有阿劉 Sir，咁咧佢係一間中小學嘅電腦科主任啦，咁會為我哋分享咧就係 Swift Playground 啱啱出咗4喎，咁有啲咩功能咧？大家記住嚟參加佢嘅課堂啦，好冇？咁我哋遲啲再見，禮拜日見 ，OK，拜拜 ，OK，
拜拜，
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 拜拜，唔該晒 Dr. Ray。
拜拜。